Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Starfield once more. And yeah, well, New Atlantis is under attack and we need to rescue it. At least that's the idea, I think. So let's head down here to the elevators. Oh, hello there. Terramorphs are attacking, and yeah, just in the middle when we were actually getting this investigation going. And yeah, in the middle of that, in front of the cabinet, the attack started. And there's only one hope, and that's us once more. So let's go ahead. Oh, there is a modified EM Equinox, electromagnetic beams.
That's it. Now hit him with everything you've got.
Please, I can't stop.
All right. So I think we need to equip this. Let's have a look at it. There it is. So this one, as far as I understand, is...
I'm sorry.
Yep. We need to kill them? Oh no, okay, it is actually, I think, stunning them at some point. Yep. They're not dying with that, they're rather just getting stunned. I hope we have enough of this available here to us. Ah, there you go. One more down. I think that's all of them. Alright, that's all of them. Very good.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them, get them on the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Pheromonic projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to. They're like a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
Sounds like we need to hustle.
Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
Sure thing. That's what we're here for. So I guess I can't loot them. They're just stunned. And we continue onwards. Through New Atlantis to the Spaceport.
That was a weird noise.
God, no time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move!
An evacuation order has been issued for the Spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Heart Plus as well. We still have this one. No, I think we actually used all of them. So let's just have a look where we have them again. 8 Heart Plus, there it is. Only have 2 of them for now, so let's put them over there. Somewhere where I don't need to click so often, right? So it's this one and this is the med packs, alright. Just want to make sure that we use everything that we have available to us. I think also we do have some nice food perhaps with us. So this one gives me, yeah, experience gains for 30 minutes, 2%. All right. And damage resistance for another 2. Oh, this is the hearth. The hearth. And, no, I think 10% O2 regeneration, 30% 35% movement speed and jump height increase. That's it. Damage resistance and energy resistance for 30 seconds. Yeah, let's try it out. I think there is some fighting. There it is. Oh, that's not going to work. We need to, I think, kill it. Let's try out our powers. There it is. Look at that. That's pretty cool. It is stunning, the Terramorph. And we can just happily go ahead with it. It's also burning now. This is my pistol. Doing a lot of burning damage. Alright. Bit too close there to us. Now it's down.
They didn't give us much of a choice.
Are you?
We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding up.
Oh, there's more of them.
They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Alright.
It's good to be home, right? Okay. Scan me.
So there seems to be another one. Anyone coming with me? Oh, it's only Hadrian. It's only the two of us. Yeah, there's another one. I think there's not other people as well too, right? Or is she doing that so much noise? Let's try and get it burning with my pistol. Come on. Alright, now we're getting some help here. Thank you very much. Now it's burning. That's always nice. Look at the damage the burning is inflicting on it. Beautiful. Probably the end of it. Down it goes. Getting me some loot here as well, that we can probably use for some crafting later on. There's another one. Ooh, that's going to be a lot of ammunition here. So let's hope that I actually have enough here for my pistol as well. Burning. Burn away. That's just so much damage it's doing. Oh. And off it goes. That power is regenerating really quickly though, that's great. Come on. Saving some ammunition here. Down, perfect.
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
Oh, that's all of them. All right.
Think about what would have happened had we failed.
Guess they went.
All held the line. You are the heroes here, not us. All in a day's work, Sergeant.
Like hell it is. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the Terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
All right, perfect. Let's return. Back again at the UC Colony's headquarters.
How the hell do Terramorphs
Back to the
That's a
cabin.
relief to hear.
undetected?
Thank you, Captain. Hadrian, it would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the Cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed, first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
That's very convenient, thank you.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us?
You can count on me.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
That's a lot of credits and experience points.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni.
And with that, we go to McIntyre. Friends like these. So this is, by the way, and that's really cool, it's actually a side mission, right? So we're doing here something for the Vanguard. But this is just here, the UC missions, right? This is not the main missions. I think it's pretty cool that side missions are so extensive and deep, really.
I'll make sure they get what they require.
Right. There she is. Elizabeth McIntyre.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the Cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
They're the repositories for all the banned data from the Colony War.
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Okay, no problem, just going to need some electrodes, a tooth extractor, and some sodium pentothal. I'm probably not going to say that.
I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Well, let's go with a Radcliffe.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable.
I bet she loves her job.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
All right.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
That's all the info I need.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
More credits. Perfect.
Ambassador Balmore.
And then
When
there's the
rest
other
of
one.
House
House
Varun
Varun.
retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval. It does, but we're not 100% sure Balmore is actually still alive.
That's a great thing.
His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs.
Why are you not just telling me that? I'm sorry, but she's really a talker here, it seems. And I'm going to skip this part, because obviously we need to find him and find out if he's still alive. And the other one, we're also going to have something. But holy cow, she is not coming to the point here at all. So let's have a look. Let's head over.
Pardon?
And find those ambassadors.
Respects.
So there we are. The next embassy.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador.
3-star embassy.
Hey, stranger. Let's chat sometime, okay?
Visitors are only allowed.
Is he talking with
lobby,
us,
offices,
stranger?
or conference room.
Every day that we all keep talking is a day we should celebrate.
That's the wrong office.
As in more than one. All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here? I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
I'm here on behalf of the United Colonies. We need the 3-star collective's help. Captain Valken Delaney, UC Vanguard.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You need to help us, otherwise any more deaths are on your hands.
Excuse me. A less level-headed person might think that was a threat.
It was.
Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Oh no. Should we try to persuade?
You're really gonna push this?
Alright. Oh no, she doesn't actually.
I'm listening.
Oh no, it is working okay. Oh, this is a lot of points there. I've seen twice now how bad these attacks can be. I don't want to see a third.
And if the United
That was wrong. Every moment we spend in debate is not time fixing the problem.
Working on borrowed time, aren't we?
Alright, that worked. Are you willing to risk more deaths? That
don't
failed
talk
as
to
well.
me.
We're really not that
I'm
great
sorry,
at
but
this,
my answer
right?
is not changing.
So this is just another mistake. Or another failure. Have a look. This guy here, he probably...
That woman is an absolute... Oh, sorry. Oh, what?
I think she's still listening.
You're the Vanguard captain, right? You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky. And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier.
You did get lucky. It was a war zone down there. Not just doing my duty.
The Vanguard would have a lot of recruits if that were the job description. But I'll take your point. But look, they said you were coming here on official business. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally, even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her.
Ignores your talents, empathy, accuracy, wisdom. I wouldn't do that if you worked for me.
What, you want me to work for you?
Sure thing.
Huh. Maybe, let's go somewhere to talk.
This building is Freestar sovereign territory. So in here, we're the law.
Alright, it seems like we have a challenge. Come on, Cameron, you can do this. Not such a bad helmet there, actually.
So you want me to work with you? But why now? Why me?
Well, we need help preventing more terrormorph attacks.
No, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And no other city should have to go through what happened here. So then, what would you need from me?
I need you to get access to her quarters without being seen. I need you to get me the ambassador's archival access code.
Okay, first you need her bio key, and that thing doesn't leave her side. Better chance of splitting the atom with a spoon than me getting that from her. Her quarters. Huh. Oh, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing me with what for my services?
I've got 1,000 credits.
Oh, wait. I thought you were looking to hire me. Oh, I'm not taking a bribe.
Right. Guess we need to go bigger. Or you know what? I need to clear something. We can lie to him and promise him something. Or we go with 8,000 credits. That we have 60,000 credits at this point. I could just bribe him.
That much, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's a utility corridor that leads to the ambassador's quarters, which you can access through the main conference room. Here, the key. Whatever you do, don't let the guards see you entering or exiting the utility section, or you're gonna be in serious hot water. I'll keep an ear out for more instructions from the UC.
You just do that. Very nice. So we got the access. Now I think we need to go upstairs again. That's the one. I think that's her quarters now. That's very modest.
Agent detected. Patching in playback.
Son of a bitch! Cameron!
Are you alright, Ambassador?
It seems the Council of Governors has rejected my appeal to join. Again. Which means you and I are stuck. anyone would miss him. Eva, I think it's time to get some sleep. Just think about it. Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh? Good night, Eva.
Alright, so there we have leverage. And we can confront her. Should we? Yeah. Nah, this is actually her apartment. It would be bad thinking coming out of her apartment there. Let's get back to the chamber. There it is.
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? You're not getting access to the archives.
Alright, I know you plan to replace someone in the Council of Governors.
Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's evidence, I imagine, that things would happen if your boss is found out.
No. If the Council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives.
You've got yourself a deal.
Good. I appreciate you working with me. Just like I'm sure our great powers will. In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure an air of legitimacy to the whole proceeding. I can only let you get the information on the Terramorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious. And all research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purposes. But those 2 items should be enough to allay any suspicions.
I can agree.
Good. Okay, let's go get you your access.
Sounds like it was a real mess down at the spaceport.
Oh, that's looking like the server room.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here you go. I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion.
So we got the code. Now we need to do the same thing with House Varun. And of course, as always, we continue onwards here in the next episode. Stay tuned.